My name is Jasmine, and this is the time that my roommate did not pay her rent and then blocked me. So back in like 2015, 2016, when I was in college, I went to college in Baltimore, I went to Towson.
Be more.
Yeah. And
Liar.
and so I never lived in a dorm. I moved out of my mom's house and went straight into just a 1-bedroom apartment. So after like that first year, my parents, they paid my rent, they split it equally. So there was like, get a roommate so it can lessen the cost. So I'm like, okay, cool. So the rent for a 2-bedroom in Baltimore at the time, top floor, balcony, washer dryer, 2-bedroom, 1 bath, all of that was like $1,050.
$1,050?
Damn,
Yeah.
man, that sounds.
And it was like 4 floors, and we was on the 4th floor.
We were
I can't-
balling out.
I can't even get a flight to Vegas for $1,050.
So, we split that, whatever the math is. 450 something, 40 something, I don't know. But that was her half, split it evenly. So for winter break, everybody goes home and stuff.
It's winter.
So December, like end of December to probably end of January. So she thought that because she was going home for winter break, that she did not have to pay rent.
Really? Yeah, I mean, that has to be a mistake because
Hell nah.
But we lived in a regular apartment. This was not college campus dorm, college campus apartment. This was a regular apartment complex. So you pay rent monthly, no matter if you're there or not. So I tried to explain that to her, and she was like, "Oh no, well, I'm going home, so I'm not even going to be here, so I'm not going to pay it."
I'm coming home.
I'm like, that's not how it works. You're living here still. So
She said, nah.
yeah, she said no.
No.
So she didn't respond to me for about maybe 2.5 weeks or something like that. Then it's a portal that, her parents went on and paid, then my dad went on and paid. And we saw that her half was not paid for a good minute. So then I texted her, and then my bubbles went green. So I'm like, okay, she blocked me. Blocked me
on the team.
Yeah, blocked me on Instagram, blocked me on Twitter. Blocked. So okay. So then my dad texts her, and my dad was our co-signer, so that's why they were in contact too, and he was in contact with her parents. And then she blocked his number too. So I was like, okay.
Blocked the whole.
Blocked everybody.
And it's just winter break.
This was only winter break, only winter break. So we're like, okay, we'll just see when the 1st to the 5th comes. Let's just see if they maybe do something. They ain't do nothing. So I was like, all right, bet. I tried to open her room to see maybe she came back, because I was back and forth too during winter break, the apartment in my mother's house. So maybe she came back. So I knocked on the door, don't hear nothing. I try to open it, it's locked. So she put a lock on her door. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then my dad ends up calling her dad, and he's just like, oh yeah, we'll figure it out. We're gonna send something. Sorry for being late, blah, blah, blah. Cool. So they send something, and then it like bounces. So it's like, there was no money in this account. Y'all need to pay or you're getting evicted. So I'm like, oh shit.
So they send something to you.
Yeah.
It don't go through.
No. Nah, did not go through. Then her dad stops answering my dad. So at this point, it's like my dad has to pay her remainder because he's a co-signer. It's gonna fuck up his credit, all of that shit. So like, I could curse. I don't know why I asked. So I just realized I was cursing a lot. But
Check bounce like butt when juvenile come on.
yeah, basically. So my dad, he pays it so he don't get in trouble. I don't have to, move out or whatever. So my boyfriend at the time, we were like, you know what? Fuck it. You about to get in that room.
Oh.
So I hope
You getting on your gully shit, huh?
look, so
Get on your wires.
y'all know the
Oh my God.
y'all know the trick, man. You just gotta use a little card and swipe it on the lot.
We'll just pick the lock.
Open the door. So all her stuff in there. And if she watched this, you shouldn't have fucked with me. I don't give a fuck. But she had everything in there. Her bed, clothes, shoes, wigs, makeup, school books, everything was in there. So we were like, you know what? We're gonna take all this shit. don't put it in storage. So I ended up, so I don't get penalized for this apartment. The apartment complex knew. I told them what was going on, and they were like, okay, we understand that it's not you like causing the issues, it's her. So they said, we'll let you move out, no fee, no deposit, no nothing. We'll just put you back in a 1-bedroom and just call it even. I'm like, okay, cool. So we try to call her, tell her, yo, I'm about to move out in 2 weeks. Come get your shit, pay me back. Everybody's still blocked on everything.
So she ain't going back to school.
With what clothes and books? And a bed with what? She not going back. No, she was back in school. She was probably homeless though. But so I end up moving out, and her stuff can't stay in there, or else I'm not moved out, and that's gonna be a fee on me. So we take all her stuff, we put it in a storage, and then she comes back probably like 2-3 days later, and my landlord had told me, and she tried to unlock the door, and she went to the rental office and was like, my key's not working, and the lady was like, oh, y'all moved out 3 days ago. She was like, no, my stuff is still in there, and she was like, no, it's cleared out. It's clear. There's nothing else in that apartment.
Empty room.
So now she finally
Unblocked.
hits me. Yeah, she hits me.
She said, all right.
And now she unblocks me and hits me, and she's like, how can I get my stuff? And I said, you can talk to my dad. I don't got nothing else to say. So my dad had told her dad, you got a month to pay, because it was like, say her half was like $480 plus her half of the electric, cable, utilities, maybe about another extra $100, maybe like $580, and then plus a storage fee, it's about $600. It's like, you got a month to pay us $600, and then you can get your stuff back, or we're selling your shit. So she did not pay us back in that month. So I sold all her shit. I sold her bed, I sold her clothes, sold her Jordans, sold her school books back to the school, got the money for it, and everything else. And then the rest was history. And I had seen her, because we had shuttle buses that came to like each neighborhoods around the school. And I had seen her get on the bus, but I don't know how she got on that bus, because she don't got no residence. So I don't know.
Okay. Did she see you when you got on the bus?
I'm big as hell. She probably did see me. Yeah.
Don't pretend you don't see me!
And she
Yeah.
didn't say nothing.
She went from your home girl to your homeless girl.
Oh yeah, for real. And I hated it. We didn't want to do that, but it's like
The thing is like, why wouldn't she just pay? Like, just talk to me.
She didn't have it.
So nobody in the family had it. Like,
I guess not, but like, can I put like another half story in?
yeah.
Because it was like another thing too that equaled up to the almost eviction. So back then, weed was not legalized yet in Maryland, and was it legalized 22? I don't really remember. Regardless, we weren't allowed to smoke in the building. So she would always have her, at the time I was 21, she was like 19, and she just moved out of her parents' house, just got to an actual university, living alone, want to party. Okay, I get that, but she always had hella people over, which was not the issue. The issue is that they would smoke in the living room, like heavily fucking smoke in the living room. And we cannot do that. So we would have so many notices put on our door, like, we know it's y'all smoking, like, this is a warning, this is a warning, this is a warning, 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 warning. Next warning, like, you're gonna get evicted. And I told her, I'm like, I told her mom or her dad, one of her parents, and I'm like, you can't keep doing this. Like, I know it's cold outside, but either put a jacket on, go hotbox in the car, but you can't smoke in the living room, or we are not going to have a place to live. Like, are you dumb? So that was already an issue. And then when I was looking for a roommate, I had everything. I had a 1-bedroom apartment. So I had couch, pots, pans, bathroom stuff, everything. I had everything. So I told her, I said, you can use my stuff. Like, just make sure you clean it, whatever you use. I had night classes, and she had day classes. So I come home at night, hungry as shit. I've been in school all day, 4-hour classes. My dishes would be dirty as shit. She used my crock pot to make like weed butter and would never clean it, because she was making edibles, and she was just dirty. So then I put all my shit in my room, put my microwave in my room, put my dishes in my room, so she wasn't able to use nothing but plastic silverware. But all that to say, like, that's what equaled up to the eviction. Like, we already had a whole bunch of fucking warnings. And then the fact that we're not paying rent, they was ready to kick us out. They was already ready.
Yeah, they ain't good.
So that's why I told the landlord, I'm like, nah, like, let me let you know, it is not me. I promise you it's not. And then she believed me. So that's how I got me in my 1-bedroom.
I didn't know girls were dirty until I went to college.
For real.
Like, when I went to some of them dorms in college, it was unreal to me. I said, this how they live?
Oh, yeah.
It was, especially you go into the bathroom. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's the one place you gotta keep.
Like, honestly, the bathroom, she didn't keep that dirty. It was the kitchen, because I guess that's how she was trying to make her money. She was selling edibles and shit. But I'm like, do you understand, like, we will not have a place to live. Where are you gonna put all your shit? You don't gotta worry about it no more because I sold that shit. But back then, where were you gonna put your shit?
It's just interesting when people have these roommate stories. It's just like, I wonder what the roommate be thinking. It's like, this person's coming to you nicely and being like, hey, let's just do this. Let's work together. We can all have a happy time.
Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun.
And they just choose to go the complete opposite way,
Yeah.
which is weird to me.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I guess Avon came back on the block. Couldn't sell.
But yeah, nah, that ever since then though, I had one roommate after that, and she was real cool. I think I only had her for like about 5 months. But then since then, I just live by myself because you gotta have your own shit, have your own credit or whatever it is that you gotta do to live with a person now in an apartment. Do it yourself, and I am not helping anymore.